Hello, my name is Noah Wilson. I started wakeboarding when I was around 10 years old. It's something I love doing with a passion and enjoy doing. It may seem difficult when you start, but it gets easier with practice and with the amount of times that you do it. Before being able to start wakeboarding, you'll need the following: a boat that's able to pull you up, a personal flotation device or life jacket that's been approved by the Coast Guard. You learn in the boater's exam, if you get your boater's license, that the state of North Carolina requires all vessels to have at least a type 1, 2, or 3 VPED life jacket that's suitable for the size of each person on the boat. You'll need a rope that's attached to the boat and it has a handle for the person to hold. Also, a spotter is good to have, somebody that can tell the boat driver when to go, when you've fallen, or anything that can happen. It's easier to see with the spotter. And of course, you'll need a wakeboard, which is what I have here. I have the closed toe bindings that help give me more control over the board, but for just starting out, you don't really need them. It's just, you can have an open toe. It's just basically your preference as to what's the most comfortable. As you can see, I have 4 shallow fins on the back. They allow this board to be more freely to spin on the water, so I can cut better and do more tricks. But when you're starting out, you probably want deep fins, and the deep fins will help you keep stability and not let the board slide out from under you. Another thing is the length. My board is around 152 inches long, and it's just a good comfort length for me, but you know, you can get it to whatever size you like. The board also has different adjustments for the bindings. So you put your dominant foot in front, and I'm goofy footed, so I put my left foot in front. And as you can see here, I have some kind of twist on it, a little angle, just to your preference. It doesn't really matter. Just however you feel the most comfort in. Now, when you put the board on, you want to set it down on like the back platform of the boat. It can either be in the water, you can do it in the water, but it's easier for me to set it down on the back of the boat. When you go to put it on, sometimes it helps to wet it and get it wet so it can slide, your foot can slide in better, but you just kind of slide your foot in, and depending on what kind of bindings you have, you can pull them and then strap them tight, or some have Velcro on them, and then you can do it like that, and then slide your other foot in, get it tight with either Velcro or these straps like this. You want it tight so that, you know, when you cut and move your feet, you can get control of the board. So the tighter the better. Then when you go down to get in the water, you just kind of ease in. When you ease in, you just want to keep your board like this and lay flat in the water, and your life jacket will hold you up. And then when you get in, you want to find a handle that's attached to the boat, and you want to hold the handle over top of your board here in the middle. When you're laying in the water, you want to keep the board about 4 inches out of the water, the top of it, and your toes pointed to the sky. And you want to keep the board perpendicular with the boat. And then once you have the rope and you feel ready to go, you tell the boater or the driver to tighten the rope up. So then they get the rope tight. You want to stay in a ball position, kind of, with your feet back, your knees bent, and everything in tight. And you want the rope to be right on top, and the board, like I said, about 4 inches out of the water. And then when you feel like you're ready, you just let the boat driver know to go. And then as he starts to go, you just kind of work your board up on top of the water and keep your knees bent and let the boat pull you up. Do not try to stand up. If you try to stand up, you'll just push the board under and fall. So you want to let the boat pull you up. As you start to come up, you'll feel yourself rising on top of the water. Keep the handle and the rope low on you, and then as you start to feel yourself come up, you want to rotate your dominant foot in front. So like mine would be my left foot. So I would ease this foot forward as I'm coming up and put the rope on my hip. And as I go to stand up, you just lean back, keep your butt back, and have a good center of gravity, and just kind of stay comfortable on the board. Get out of here real quick. And then as you're coming up, like I say, you want to keep your foot back and you want to keep squatted, keep your butt back and the handle in tight. And then you just kind of feel your way, get your balance. And then when you're up, you just keep your knees bent, keep your nose up out of the water. Don't let it bite, because that's the worst feeling when you fall, because it's so hard. And then you just keep your knees bent and get comfortable on the board. And you can go outside the wake, inside the wake, just by leaning on your toes or heels. And just kind of get comfortable from there and do as you please. Thank you.